should Americans trust the government when it comes to setting dietary guidelines? Lawmakers are asking that question on Capitol Hill today. Those guidelines have an impact on everything from what goes in schools' lunches for kids to the advice your doctor gives you. For decades now, the feds have told us, cut out the fatty meats, the whole milk and the butter. Drink skim milk. Don't drink the full-on vitamin D milk. You shouldn't do it. Don't put this on the corn like that. Simply don't do it. But lawmakers on both sides of the aisle question whether those guidelines are still relevant at all. Health and Human Services Secretary Sylvia Burwell, as well as the Agriculture Secretary Tom Vilsack, appeared before the House Agriculture Committee today. And the Fox Business Network's Peter Barnes is live in Washington. What did they say, Peter?
Well, as you mentioned, Shep, the government updates these dietary guidelines every 5 years, and the Agriculture Secretary said that's in part to allow for new research to be checked and considered in their formulation.
I wish there were scientific facts, but the reality is stuff changes, right? Stuff changes. And the key here is taking a look at the preponderance, the greater weight of the evidence, and trying to make a judgment based on the greater weight of the evidence.
You have lost your credibility with a lot of people, and they are just flat out ignoring this stuff. And so that's why I say I wonder why we're doing this.
Lawmakers from both parties, many from farm states, are demanding HHS and the Ag Department stick to the very best, latest science to establish the new guidelines, which are due out in December, Shep.
So, some lawmakers are now questioning, sometimes this is political and sometimes it's, well, obviously, questioning whether we need these guidelines anymore.
Well, yeah, and you may recall the controversy earlier this year when a government nutrition advisory committee said that after years of being told that they are bad for us because of cholesterol, eggs may be okay to eat more of. And then there's new research that finds drinking whole milk rather than lower fat milk may be better for preventing heart disease. But make no mistake, there are billions of dollars in food sales at stake in these guidelines as they are affecting everything from food labeling and family shopping choices to school lunch programs and doctors' advice to patients. Shep.
Peter Barnes, thank you. Whole eggs are better than egg whites. Whole milk is much better than skim milk. Now they tell us drink the absolutely delicious whole milk, but leave the terrible tasting skim milk alone. Really? They're also telling us no more margarine, only eat butter. Eat the butter. Next they'll be telling us I can have bacon, egg, and cheese, and when they do that, I'll follow the guideline because bacon, egg, and cheese is delicious and skim milk is terrible. Why did we ever listen? I don't know. I don't know why we listened. I did not feel better after skim milk at all. You know what I felt like? My coffee sucks because you skim milk. Tomorrow morning, whole vitamin D milk with the red label.